Hey Sparks, what's up? And hello to my new subscribers. It's Montina here. And my mission with this channel is to inspire, educate, and share information that helps you thrive in life and thrive in business. And if that sounds good to you, subscribe. This video is for my women over 40 that are single or divorced with children that want to attract the love they desire and deserve. And this is kind of our love over 40 topics, okay? So I have my notes here, and I want to break down the video and actually offer a different point of view for my women over 40. For Kevin Samuels' video, women need to work for high value men. So if you don't like Kevin Samuels, that's fine. Chew the meat, spit out the bones. I do listen to Kevin Samuels. I like Kevin Samuels. So again, that's up to you. Say what you want, but do you want what you want? Or do you want to be right? That's what I say. So for my women over 40, I want to give you a point of view to think about. As we are attracting, our goal is to attract men over 50 that are single, or have been divorced or widowed. The ones that are single that have never been married are probably not going to get married. It's the less than 1% chance. Leave them alone, okay? So for those type of men, we're making their lives happy and peaceful and fun and positive and playful and joyful. We're exuding our femininity and our charm and our joy, and we are adding so much to their lives. So for them, are they going to be able to employ you? Probably yes, if they are a small business owner, or if they are in a career, then it would be no. But I want to give you a perspective of thinking about it like this, because for many of you all that are professionals or business women, or entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, it doesn't matter, but many of you have attained a level of success. Okay, so I'm talking about women that are probably over 80, 90,000. Some of you are in 100, multiple six figures. And I'll tell you from my own experience, if you don't know much about me, just Google me. I'm Googleable. I'm on LinkedIn. I have YouTube. I don't do other social media. But I'll share with you that for my Superman, I can only talk from my own experience. So for us, because he is a provider male and he takes care of 100% of the responsibility of our household, what I do with my money, okay, when I came in, he basically was like, how many hours do you work? And you've heard me tell the story. And I'm like, at the time I was like, yeah, I do like 60 hours a week. I was working sun up to sundown. And he was like, yeah, that's not going to work for me. And I'm like, he's like, I get off at, I think at the time maybe it was 3:30 or something like that. And he basically wanted me off at a reasonable hour. So initially we agreed upon 6, and then it got to about 5. Now it's about 4:30. So I do about 30 hours a week. So that's like less than half of what I was working. And I was working because I enjoy work. I love what I do. I own my company. I had employees, So it wasn't like I was working because I had to. I wanted to, but I tapered it down. And for you, what I'm thinking, and again, sharing from experience, is if you meet someone that's coming in saying, hey, I'm going to provide for you. I know that's going to be a little scary for you at first if you've never had it. And I'm not talking about paying your bills. Like he wasn't paying my bills. We live together now. And it was like, okay, I'm the breadwinner. So you tell me I'm the breadwinner. My grandfather said I'm the breadwinner. I'm the breadwinner. And I'm like, okay. So I still had all my bills at my apartment, actually. So I was paying all my bills, but I was still staying here with no bills. But when it got to the point where I was like, okay, there's no bills here now, what does that look like? Well, now for you, sis, that could look like maxing out your retirement. I call my money the fun-free, do with the blank we want money, but I don't say that word, but he's the cusser. He's the soldier, and I tell you what, that form of military, sometimes I be like, I ain't never heard nobody cuss like that. It's so funny to me. But think about how you can add value. So I am always thinking about how can I add value to our lives? So even though you might not be employable, think about how with your income, if he wants you to work less, then he's taking care of everything, sis. Let him take care of everything and take time to now taper down your hours. You don't have to work 60 hours a week. You don't have to work 40 hours a week. You don't have to deal with a boss you don't like. You can now start that business. You can now stack your money. Think about how much money you need now to be the best version of yourself with your wardrobe, with your self-care, being fit. Do you need to lose some weight? Do you need to think about maybe medical weight loss? You need to get some things tightened up in some places. So now life can look very different for you. So again, I wanted to talk about that from our perspective, because it's like, okay, he might not be able to employ you, and you probably are going to make more than he does, even in his career. But because he is going to be your breadwinner, my whole goal and mission is really help you attract masculine energy men, because when you're a feminine energy woman, gosh, you just recharge his soul. He loves you. He will adore you. He will cherish you. But what is the exchange? So if he wants you to be available, he wants you off when he gets home from work, he wants you to be there with him. How can you do that? By working less. So I just want you to start thinking about that, because I meet a lot of women that are just in this boss energy, and you're giving and have given so much to your career that you're not thinking about your, I don't want to call it your financial future, because you've thought about that. You're not thinking about your love bank, your love future. And that love future is still pretty bright, especially for you in your 40s, if you're fit and beautiful and feminine and kind and joyful and playful and all that other good stuff. And if you're not there yet, you'll get there. So leave me a comment below, and I actually have it here in my notes. Who's going to be the first to ignite the spark and continue the conversation? All right, y'all, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.